The world feels a bit like a high-stakes chess match these days, doesn't it? Each move calculated, yet the outcome perpetually uncertain. From the Gaza Strip's enduring conflicts to the potential return of a familiar face on the global stage, we're all spectators in a drama that's unfolding at breakneck speed. The question is, can we learn from the past to navigate this turbulent present? Hello and welcome. Today we're diving deep into the complexities of global uncertainty, exploring the potential impact of political shifts and economic strategies on our lives. Let's unpack this. In this video, we explore the Gaza conflict, Trump's geopolitical legacy, and the shifting tides of global power. From the economic repercussions of trade wars to the unsettling rise of populism, we dissect how history's cycles continue to impact us today. Are we simply repeating the past, or is a new world order emerging? Stay tuned as we break down the key moments backed by historical insights and expert analysis. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. The Gaza Strip stands as a stark reminder of history's cyclical nature. Trapped in a loop of conflict and suffering, its people bear witness to the devastating consequences of unresolved tensions. President Trump's vision for the region, often involving displacement and redrawing borders, sparked intense debate. Can such actions truly break the cycle of violence, or do they merely sow the seeds for future discord? This question lies at the heart of our exploration. By delving into ancient wisdom and historical precedent, we aim to dissect the forces that perpetuate conflict. Only then can we hope to chart a course towards a more peaceful future, not just for Gaza, but for all corners of our troubled world. The world is changing faster than ever. What are your thoughts on global power struggles, trade wars, and history's cycles? Drop a comment below and join the discussion. Like and share this video to spread awareness and insights. Subscribe for more deep dives into global politics, economics, and history. The plight of the Gaza Strip serves as a microcosm of the larger human story. It reflects our capacity for both immense destruction and profound resilience. Examining this specific conflict provides valuable insights into the broader question of whether history is destined to repeat itself. By analyzing the historical, political, and social dynamics at play, we can begin to unravel the complexities of this enduring conflict. Through this exploration, we hope to illuminate the path towards a just and lasting peace. Are we doomed to repeat history, or can we learn from its patterns? From trade wars to political earthquakes, the world is shifting beneath our feet. Is a second Trump era on the cards, and what does it mean for you? Join us as we dissect the forces shaping our future, from the markets to geopolitics. Don't just be a spectator, understand the game. Is history doomed to repeat itself? The Gaza Strip stands as both a wound and a warning, a testament to humanity's tendency to circle back upon its own destruction. The echoes of past conflicts reverberate through its streets, a reminder that unresolved tensions do not dissolve. They simply transform, waiting for the right conditions to erupt once more. Trump's vision for the region, shaped by displacement and territorial redrawing, ignited fierce debate. But can such measures truly break the cycle, or do they merely inscribe new lines of conflict into the shifting sands of history? The Yi-Jing teaches us that the same forces that destroy also create. But without wisdom, creation may only be the birth of new destruction. Does power bring order, or only more chaos? The world beyond Gaza is no less turbulent. The year has barely begun, yet the global stage is gripped by uncertainty, each event unfolding like a move in a game of strategy, calculated yet unpredictable. Trump's return to power sends markets into spasms, analysts into overdrive, and policymakers into a desperate scramble to anticipate his next move. Much like House of Cards, this reality feels scripted for maximum tension, leaving the world suspended in a state of perpetual reaction. But are we merely players responding to forces beyond our control, or can we shape the outcome? The art of war warns. The wise general does not rush into battle but shapes the battlefield itself. The question is, who among us has the wisdom to do so? Can the past light the way, or does it only cast shadows? History whispers its warnings, patterns re-emerging like ripples across the surface of time. The tariffs, the brinkmanship, the cycle of threats followed by uneasy truces. Have we not seen this before? In 2018, the storm came and went, but did it ever truly pass? The Yi-Jing tells us. The river carves its course, not by force, but by flowing around obstacles. If Trump's trade wars were once about leverage, they now shift toward an even deeper purpose, reshaping the very economic structure of the United States. But what of Europe? Its unity is an illusion, a house standing on fractured foundations. Against a renewed US offensive in trade, can it hold firm, or will its divisions be exploited like cracks in ancient armor? This cyclical perspective encourages us to look beyond immediate circumstances and consider the broader historical context. By understanding the larger patterns at work, we can gain a more nuanced view of current events and better anticipate future developments. By recognizing these recurring patterns, we can better prepare for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Whether we are individuals seeking personal growth or societies striving for progress, the wisdom of the Yi-Jing offers valuable guidance for navigating the ever-changing landscape of life. Is the storm confined to Washington? Far from it. Beyond the White House, the world trembles under the weight of its own uncertainties. In Germany, a snap election looms, and with it, the spectre of the far right growing ever stronger. Once a beacon of European stability, Germany now mirrors the populist tides sweeping across the continent. The game is no longer limited to trade or policy. It is a battle for the very soul of governance. When the center does not hold, warns the Yi-Jing, chaos spills into every direction. The old order is crumbling, but what emerges from its ruins remains unknown. The Yi-Jing and art of war's concept of cycles prompts a crucial question. Are these patterns an inevitable part of the human condition, or are they products of our own making? The ancient text suggests that life moves in predictable rhythms, much like the changing seasons or the phases of the moon. But is this a reflection of some cosmic order, or is it a mirror of our own repetitive behaviors and decisions? Do we stumble blindly into the same pitfalls, condemned to repeat the mistakes of the past? History is replete with examples of civilizations rising and falling, often due to similar errors in judgment, governance, and human interaction. Are we, as a species, doomed to walk in circles, learning little from the annals of our own history? Or do we actively shape our destiny, creating the conditions for conflict and resolution through our choices and actions? Every decision made by individuals, communities, and nations contributes to the larger tapestry of human history. When leaders come together to negotiate peace, or when societies choose to embrace tolerance over hatred, are they not actively steering the course of our collective future? This question lies at the heart of understanding the relationship between history and human agency. Are we mere actors playing out a script written by forces beyond our control? Or are we the authors of our own story, capable of rewriting the narrative at any moment? The debate between destiny and design is as old as humanity itself. Some argue that human nature, with its inherent flaws and limitations, inevitably leads to conflict and competition. They point to our primal instincts, our desires for power, and our tendencies towards greed and envy as the root causes of cyclical violence and strife. From this viewpoint, the cycles of history are a reflection of our unchanging nature. From this perspective, cycles of violence are an inescapable consequence of our inherent drive for power and dominance. Wars, revolutions, and conflicts are seen as inevitable outcomes of our quest for control and superiority. The bloodshed and turmoil of the past are viewed as a testament to the darker aspects of human nature. Others contend that history is not predetermined, but rather shaped by the choices of individuals and societies. They argue that while human nature may have its flaws, it also possesses the capacity for growth, change, and enlightenment. Through conscious effort and collective will, we can break free from the destructive patterns of the past. They point to examples of diplomacy, cooperation, and peaceful resolution as evidence of our capacity to break free from destructive cycles. The successes of international treaties, the progress of civil rights movements, and the triumphs of nonviolent resistance all serve as reminders that we are not bound by the chains of history. Instead, we have the power to forge a new path, one that prioritizes harmony over conflict and understanding over division. Ultimately, the question of whether cycles are inevitable or imposed remains open to interpretation. It challenges us to reflect on our past, examine our present, and envision our future, Are we passive participants in a predetermined cycle, or are we active creators of our own destiny? The answer may lie in our willingness to learn from history and our determination to shape a better world for generations to come. The Art of War and the Illusion of Forceful Peace. The title itself suggests a paradox, a contradiction that has been at the heart of many historical and contemporary conflicts. The idea that war, an inherently destructive force, can somehow lead to peace is a concept that has been debated by strategists, philosophers, and leaders for centuries. Examining Trump's approach to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict through the lens of Sun Tzu's The Art of War reveals a focus on strategic positioning and the calculated use of force. Trump's policies often emphasize strength and dominance, aiming to reshape the geopolitical landscape through decisive actions. This approach, while bold, raises questions about its alignment with Sun Tzu's deeper principles. However, Sun Tzu's teachings emphasize the importance of achieving victory with minimal bloodshed, recognizing the inherent costs and limitations of military might. Sun Tzu famously stated, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." This principle underscores the value of strategy, intelligence, and psychological warfare over brute force. The aftermath of conflict, often marked by destruction and loss, serves as a stark reminder of the heavy toll that war exacts on societies. True victory, according to Sun Tzu, lies in subduing the enemy's will to fight without engaging in unnecessary battles. This concept of victory without conflict is not just about avoiding physical confrontation, but also about undermining the enemy's morale and willpower. Diplomatic negotiations and strategic alliances can often achieve what prolonged warfare cannot, fostering a more stable and lasting peace. This perspective raises questions about the long-term effectiveness of forceful solutions in achieving lasting peace. Can peace truly be sustained if it is imposed through coercion and dominance? The rebuilding of war-torn areas and the signing of peace treaties are steps towards recovery, but they do not address the underlying issues that led to conflict in the first place. Sustainable peace requires more than just the cessation of hostilities. It demands a transformation in relationships and structures. Confucian philosophy, on the other hand, emphasizes the importance of ethical leadership, social harmony, and the pursuit of justice. Confucius taught that a ruler's virtue is the foundation of a peaceful and prosperous society. Ethical leadership involves not only making just decisions, but also setting a moral example for others to follow. The teachings of Confucius highlight the interconnectedness of personal virtues and societal well-being. From a Confucian standpoint, lasting peace cannot be achieved through force or coercion. Instead, it requires a commitment to ethical principles and the cultivation of harmonious relationships. Peaceful protests and community gatherings are expressions of this philosophy, demonstrating that collective action and dialogue can lead to meaningful change. Diplomats at the negotiation table embody the Confucian ideal of resolving conflicts through understanding and mutual respect. Instead, it requires cultivating virtues such as benevolence, righteousness, and wisdom. These virtues are not just abstract ideals, but practical qualities that can guide leaders and citizens in their daily interactions. Benevolence involves showing kindness and compassion. Righteousness entails acting with integrity and fairness, and wisdom requires thoughtful decision-making. Educational workshops and community engagement initiatives are ways to foster these virtues in society. These qualities, when embodied by leaders and citizens alike, create the foundation for a just and harmonious society. A diverse community working together, happy families and children playing in a park are not just images of peace, but the results of a society that values and practices these virtues. In the end, the illusion of forceful peace is dispelled by the reality that true peace is built on the principles of justice, harmony, and ethical leadership. Seeds of discord. Applying Confucian principles to the question of displacement reveals a stark contrast with policies that prioritize forceful relocation. Confucianism stresses the importance of respecting ancestral lands and fostering a sense of belonging within a community. Displacement, regardless of its perceived strategic benefits, disrupts these fundamental values. It creates resentment, fuels animosity, and undermines the social fabric necessary for lasting peace. From a Confucian perspective, true security stems from fostering harmony and understanding, not from forcibly reshaping demographics. The potential for displacement to sow seeds of discord is undeniable. Uprooting people from their homes and severing their connections to land and community creates a profound sense of loss and injustice. This trauma can reverberate for generations, fueling cycles of resentment and violence. History is replete with examples of forced migrations leading to long-term instability and conflict, highlighting the dangers of prioritizing short-term gains over long-term consequences. Are we merely spectators, or are we players in this game? The world watches, breath held, as each move unfolds, but uncertainty is the only certainty. Like a masterless sword, the forces at play are sharp, unpredictable, and capable of rewriting the future with every stroke. And so the question remains, who holds the board? And who is merely a piece upon it? Why you should act now? Don't let uncertainty paralyze you. Subscribe to our channel for in-depth analysis, expert insights, and practical strategies for navigating the complexities of our changing world. Share this video with your friends and family, and let's start a conversation about shaping a more stable and prosperous future together. Leave a comment below and let us know what topics you want us to cover next. The wisdom of Yi-Jing reminds us, the only constant in the world is change. Those who adapt faster gain the edge, and those who foresee trends gain dominance. Our Diamond membership is not just a service, it's an exclusive experience, a tool to help you unlock unprecedented insights into your life's most pressing challenges. Every minute you delay is an opportunity lost. For just $3.99, you could transform your understanding of the world and your position within it. Join us today and be part of a journey that blends ancient wisdom with cutting-edge technology to empower your future. As the Yi-Jing teaches, guide according to the circumstances. Let us guide you towards success. Hurry, this is your chance to secure your future with the ultimate analytical experience. Membership slots are limited, and only the most committed individuals will reap the rewards of this unparalleled opportunity. Act now to ensure you're among them.